The most effective food to fight fatty liver. Let's talk about a powerful food that can help reduce fat in your liver. Years ago, fat in the liver was mainly linked to alcohol use. But things have changed. Today, the leading cause isn't alcohol at all, and it's no longer just a liver issue. It affects your entire body. This condition is closely tied to type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and other metabolic problems. And yet, even in the medical world, it's a subject surrounded by confusion. Doctors rarely talk about the root cause. Instead, they point to a list of risk factors. They'll tell you if you're overweight, diabetic, or have high blood pressure, you're at risk of developing fatty liver. But they stop short of explaining why these problems are happening. To make it even more confusing, the name of the disease itself is being updated. What used to be called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, is now known as MASH, short for metabolic dysfunction-associated steatohepatitis. For the average person, though, this only adds more complexity. Instead of tackling the actual cause, today's healthcare often focuses on treating each symptom with a separate medication. Why isn't the root cause discussed more openly? Possibly because too many industries benefit from keeping it under wraps. So what's really causing it? The truth is, many people are consuming more food than their bodies need, day after day for years. This long-term overeating is harming their liver and other organs. And here's the surprising part. Some are even told their fatty liver is due to excess calories from unhealthy foods. Sounds odd, right? But what's really meant is overconsumption of sugar, refined starches, processed carbs, and seed oils. Things like white bread, deep-fried snacks, pastries, biscuits, cakes, fries, chips, fast food burgers, and wraps loaded with sauces and processed fillings. The biggest culprit? Fructose, especially in the form of high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, and artificial syrups used in sweetened drinks and processed foods. These ingredients are extremely harmful to the liver. Here's why. When you consume glucose, every cell in your body can use it for energy. But fructose, it can only be processed by the liver, and that's where the damage begins. If you try searching for symptoms of fatty liver, you won't find anything alarming. You'll read things like mild fatigue, occasional discomfort on the right side of your belly, slightly yellow skin, itchy legs. But the most visible sign? A protruding belly. That's because fat builds up inside your liver and starts spreading to nearby organs and tissues. And yet, misinformation continues. In some health articles, you'll read that fatty liver might be caused by eating red meat or eggs. But most of these claims come from observational studies. They ask basic questions like, do you eat red meat? Or do you eat eggs? They don't ask what else you ate with it, like soda, fries, or whether you smoke. These are the kinds of studies that show a correlation, not a cause. They ask what people eat, but ignore what else they consume alongside it. This lack of detail leads to headlines that mislead the public, all based on incomplete research. Now think about this. If red meat or eggs were truly to blame for fatty liver, then why did this epidemic begin only after we started eating fast food and processed junk? Isn't it more logical to believe the problem began when refined carbs and sugars flooded our diets? In fact, several studies now show that by switching to a low-carb or ketogenic diet, you can reduce up to 50% of liver fat within just a few weeks. So what should you eat instead? Let's go through the foods that actually help reverse fatty liver, and we'll save the most powerful one for last. 1. Fresh organic red meat. Whether it's beef, lamb, or goat, these meats are rich in high-quality protein, zinc, copper, and CoQ10, all of which help keep blood sugar and insulin levels stable and support liver function. 2. Eggs, especially the yolks. They're one of the best sources of choline, a nutrient that plays a crucial role in breaking down liver fat. Eggs also contain zero carbs, making them ideal for liver repair. 3rd. Cruciferous vegetables. Think cabbage, broccoli, leafy greens, and fermented vegetables like pickles made with vinegar. These are excellent for detoxing the liver. They contain sulforaphane, a natural compound with anti-cancer and anti-inflammatory effects that also helps balance blood sugar. 4th. Fatty fish. Examples: trout, pomfret, rohu, a type of South Asian freshwater fish, salmon. They're not only high in protein, but also packed with omega-3 fatty acids, particularly concentrated in the skin and fat. Omega-3s are powerful at reducing liver inflammation. And finally, the most underrated superfood for your liver. Here's the twist. This is the one food people are often told to avoid if they have fatty liver. But in reality, it's one of the most healing. It's animal liver, like beef liver or lamb liver. Why is it so effective? Because it's incredibly rich in choline, zinc, selenium, and other trace minerals that help reverse fatty liver and reduce inflammation. It's naturally low in carbs and safe to eat regularly. Pair it with a salad of leafy greens, and you've got yourself one of the healthiest meals for your liver on the planet. I hope this cleared up some of the common myths and gave you real, actionable advice. Take care of your body, your liver will thank you. Until next time, stay well.